Hello friends, Circles episode. Today we're going to be reacting, giving thoughts to the Path of Champions Re-Explained game mode update that came out many days ago. So yeah, let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Path of Champions.
Hello.
Before we dive into what's new, we want to thank everyone who has enjoyed this game mode since launch last November.
You're welcome.
We've looked to you to tell us what is and isn't working, and you've played a massive role in shaping its future.
Difficulties?
That's why the team is going to give anyone who played the Path of Champions a Day 1 rewards package, scaled to the number of boss fights you were able to complete.
So according to the lead designer of Path of Champions on Twitter, beat Viktor. If you beat Viktor with 3 different champs, you get max rewards. So yeah, do that.
We want to help you hit the ground running after the progression reset, and we'll tell you more about each reward tier very soon.
I wonder if badges will ever matter.
Back in January, we talked about the team's focus on storyful adventures and refining the single-player narrative experience with new champions. We also talked about remaking the progression system to give you more agency over how
you play or discard a card, deal 1 damage to the enemy nexus. Yeah, that seems pretty dope.
Your champion legend plays out. So, now we're going to show you what that actually looks like. The Path of Champions introduces 2 new regions to PvE, Noxus and Demacia.
Okay.
The new PvE roster will include all the champions you see here.
So we have Garen, Lux, Jhin, Jinx, Darius, Yasuo, Lee Sin, Misfortune, Vi. God, so few. Is there anyone we're like really missing? I'd like to see Zed, but whatever.
Plus 3 new champions you'll meet during spoiler season.
Right,
each of them will have their own unique powers and campaigns to play through, and they'll tell their story in 2 chapters, with more chapters to come. You'll start with 1 champion and their unique deck unlocked, and as you play through chapter quests in each campaign, you'll unlock 5 more champions. Jinx will kick things off.
Wait.
Their own unique come. You'll start with 1 champion and their unique deck unlocked, and as you play through chapter quests in each campaign, you'll unlock 5 more champions. Jinx will kick things off, with Lux and Yasuo joining your roster soon after. And then you'll get...
I don't want to play Jinx. She's so lame.
3 random champions from different regions. Let's see what Darius is up to.
So I guess there's no voice acting, which is... I don't know, I guess it's like a free-to-play mode, so we can't really, demand it, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be in the final version, but yeah. I guess the comics were like that. Right? No?
As you go, you'll need to collect champion fragments to unlock a new champion and their campaign.
Yeah, all the Path champions, like from the Piltover ones with their little comics, they were all voice acted. Maybe they're just not done yet.
You'll earn these fragments by playing through campaigns, completing daily and weekly quests, or opening chests and vaults.
Okay, alright.
We're excited to share that campaign difficulty will scale more effectively than it does right now.
But will we have a difficulty mode? Probably not.
Meaning, lower levels are more accessible and inviting, but once you start collecting those power-ups, you'll have to adjust your strategy for even tougher challenges down the road.
If we can actually shuffle
Let's take a closer
around,
look at how you power up. Making progression more immersive and rewarding was a big priority for this update. We also wanted to give you more agency over the decisions you make by improving the shops and power-ups, so that everything you're earning along the way is stuff you're excited to see.
So I actually kind of don't like this change. I think it's like if all your options are good and reasonable, it kind of like reduces decision making, I think. Like I don't know, where like sometimes you actually have to like pick some, like sometimes the best decision isn't even super obvious too, and it's like kind of a crappy looking card. So I don't know. Like I kind of like the roguelike FTL kind of thing where it's like things are just, sometimes you just get garbage picks and it's like, oh, alright, which is the least garbage.
It's important your cards feel relevant to your champion and the deck you're building. There are 3 main ways you'll progress through the Path of Champions: champion levels, star powers, and legend levels. Champion level is the most granular way of progressing. It's closest to our current reputation system, and it gives your champion permanent rank-up rewards as you run daily quests and new adventures to earn champion XP. Based on your feedback, we
Assessor starts with -1 coin. Game start healing access 2, starting 3. Where champions have a random common item. Precious Pet starts with studded leather +5 rare items.
wanted to
Revives are
make
pretty
levels
early.
more impactful so you can see your champion and their deck grow in strength.
Philosopher's Stone. It's kind of cool. They upgrade your deck a lot more than before.
Now, you're already familiar with relics, and those are still the main way you'll customize your loadout between runs. You'll unlock the ability to use them early on, but your champion level determines the number of relics that your champion can equip, as well as the rarity of the relics you find. Common and rare relics can be shared across your champion roster, and we'll continue to explore higher relic tiers in later.
Yeah, so I hope they actually changed the UI thing where it's like you don't have to unequip them in order to have access to them, because the way it currently works is if you have like, I don't know, Phage or something, right? And if it's equipped to one of your champions, your other champion can't use it. So it's just like stupid micromanagement, because you have to like go to your first champion, remove all the relics, and then start playing with your other relic with your other champion. It's like, come on, just share the relics.
Updates. Star powers are a little broader. Each of your champions will gain a new permanent power boost when they star up, which they can take into any adventure. Each star power plays into that champion's unique strengths.
Oh yeah, so this is like that Jinx thing from earlier, where it's like if she discards a card, she does damage. We summon an ally, give it 2/0 this round. Okay.
To get more champion stars, you'll need those champion fragments we talked about earlier. We've got a lot of Darius fragments here, but we already own him, so let's unlock his next star power.
Now, I wonder if each champion is going to have star fragments, or if like you have a pool of it's just a pool for just star fragments are on champions, so you can just spend them where you want to.
Once you rank a champion up to 2 stars, you'll be able to play the second chapter of their campaign adventure too. You'll also get a special relic for your champion at the end of their second chapter.
Okay.
Currently, champions can only earn 3 stars, but we'll scale this as needed down the road.
When legendary mode.
Finally, your legend level is account-wide. Legend points unlock perks that affect every champion you own, like relic systems, extra rerolls, or healer and shop upgrades. You earn these through playing adventures, similar to champion XP and champion fragments. Unlike before, you won't have to grind to unlock these every time you swap champions. Legend level reflects your overall progress in the game mode itself. Before we can explore more story with Darius,
wait, what was that
before, you won't have to grind to unlock these every time you swap champions.
Okay.
Legend level reflects your overall progress in the game mode itself. Before we can explore more story with Darius...
Kind of nice. Like, I don't know, I think it's so dumb that like you can't cut a card until like level 6 on each champion. It's like why? Why are you like this?
It looks like we'll need to upgrade his star power. Let's earn some more champion fragments by jumping into a world adventure.
World adventures.
Unlike champion campaigns, which follow a single protagonist, world adventures are challenges you can play through with any champion you've unlocked on your roster.
So this just looks like Saltwater Scourge or Current Path of Champions, but like just a different boss?
These have different tiers of difficulty, and you'll need to beat at least one adventure from each tier before the next will unlock. Higher difficulty world adventures might even require completion with 2 or 3 champions, or with a champion from a specific region.
Honestly, this kind of seems like they're just padding out, like making more content kind of arbitrarily. It's like, oh, it's not enough that you beat Zed once. You gotta beat him with a few other things. Why? Just cause. Do it. Do it. We need to make this content last, damn it.
You'll want to make sure your champions are equipped with the right relics and powers for each opponent they're going to face.
So I actually wonder, like, because before they were talking about scaling difficulty, and like, I wonder if it's actually going to be like kind of required, like, oh, in order to be like Zed with this champion, like there's going to be ideal starting powers you have equipped, you know, like, because if I don't know, if the difficulty isn't that, like, severe, or, like, the powers don't offer that much of a difference, like, it's kind of nonsense what they're saying.
And now that we've completed this world adventure, we can start up Darius so he's ready to continue his campaign. Now that we've completed this world adventure, we can start up Darius so he's ready to continue his
+1 starting mana, game start, deal damage to Darius's... Deal damage equal, wow, reading side. Deal damage equal to Darius's power to the enemy nexus. Ew, and if your Darius has items equipped to him, it'll be even more. That's actually a pretty legit starting power. Okay, and yeah, we also have mutators here, so this reminds me of StarCraft 2 co-op mode, where they have weekly challenges, and essentially a mutator is just like something, like it's a perk, essentially, right? Where it's like, oh, in StarCraft 2, for example, it's like you have to pay money to click, you know? Or there's like tornadoes around the map that'll do damage to your stuff. And so on, and you can stack the mutators too. Like most challenges have multiple mutators, so they like do kooky combos. So, I guess that's one way to add difficulty. Maybe if we could choose more mutators for the opponents, that'd be cool.
Well, there you have it. The Path of Champions is about to drop with a ton of new campaigns, new champions, and a completely reimagined progression system. But we're not stopping there.
Oh no.
Over the next few months, we'll be iterating on these features and keeping an ear to the ground for your feedback.
Difficulty modes.
Plus working on more regions and experimenting with ways to play with your friends.
Kinda cool.
There's so much waiting for you on the path ahead, and we can't wait to hear about where your adventures take you. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck, and have fun.
I don't know. Overall, could be cool. I don't like how few champions we have to start with, but I guess that's kind of the trade-off of having like a campaign with a story. Like you can't do that for every single champion. Like that'll take time and money. That's fair, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not into all these like I just can't see Garen being like an ultra fun champion to play. But who knows, right? Maybe a little Demacian might not be that bad for a bit. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mostly just want difficulties. That's all I really want. I want legendary mode back. I want something super hard, and they've kind of touched on difficulty before, but it's more this like scaling difficulty as you go through, but like I think that's just like, you know, a normal difficulty curve, honestly. That doesn't sound like, now you're playing legendary mode. Or whatever. But yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna give it a try, stream it. And yeah, I don't know, those are my thoughts. It's nothing overly bombastic. It looks fine. I actually don't like this, but I think that's just because like I'm in the minority where like I like my roguelikes where it's like you're in the mud, you have to MacGyver your way out of situations, like you have to use shitty things.
Let's keep it at how you power up. Making progression more immersive and rewarding was a big priority for this update. We also wanted to give you more agency over the decisions you make by improving the shops and power-ups, so that everything you're earning along the way is stuff you're excited to see. It's important your cards feel relevant to your champion and the deck you're building.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of torn about this, because, like, it is true that a lot of the time it feels your cards are, like, whatever, and you actually can't build, a deck that's, like, supposed to fit with your champion. So, like, it's a trade-off. I guess it's fine, but, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just have, like, true random picks. So, if you enjoyed that reaction, pokey stick that like button like I did this video, and if you want more card game goodness, decimate that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.